Brush something on my teeth. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. Focus. Alright. I just got a comment and the person said, can you shift realities to change the past? Yes. Now be careful with this. First of all, you can change your past completely. By the way, quantum physics has proven this. There are things that have happened in the past that anticipated a future event. And that strange things that happened here later on made sense because a future event had actually affected the result back here. It's already anticipating a future event. A future event, of course, then can change the past event. Now, here's one way you can change your past completely, shift. And that is by seeing it differently. So let's not talk about shifting into different time zones or anything, time warps or whatever. Let's talk about how you actually shift into a different reality. Is strictly by your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings. You can say, I was an abused, child from a horrible family, or you can say, woo-wee, I took on some major challenges this time and I got the most amazing family that taught me so much. Because they're total whack jobs. I had to really learn how to survive, and because of that, I'm an amazing person. And you're actually shifting your past because you see it completely different. And so it shifts into a higher frequency. It shifts in a higher frequency. So all of these dimensions are working together. So now, how do you get the thing you wanted from your fan, my friend? Your dad had a fan, a ceiling fan or something. He gave it to you. Now it's missing, and you want to shift back into that past to change something so you can get it now. Really, is it really worth changing your reality, shifting it for a fan? And I'm going to tell you why you have to really think careful about when you're shifting into realities. Herein lies the question. Everything else shifts too, not just that. So when you're in a different reality, other things will change. Maybe that girl that you wanted to meet and date won't be there because you were shifting into something else for a ceiling fan. I want you to remember that every time, this is why time travel is dangerous. You can shift to the point where people weren't born. I mean, one little thing, like you're late 1 minute someplace and somebody dies because, they were someplace else or whatever. This is how it works. So can you accept your path? Can you be happy with where you are right now? Can you say, I'm going to shift into what I desire? But just be careful with what you're going after, because shifting means everything else along the way will come. So like a lot of people, they want, great wealth and that. When you shift in that reality, it could ruin you. You could go into reality where you are so unhappy because you're sacrificing everything just to get money. And you didn't realize that was going to happen. First of all, you can't never make a mistake, but you don't want to go into those spaces if you're smarter than that. So if you're here and you're going, okay, you know what, I'm going to go after quality of life, and then you end up getting the money anyways because you're shifting into reality where your focus is on happiness and joy and giving. So I want you to remember, you're just here to raise your frequency and do your absolute best. And yes, create. You can manifest anything like this. Why? Because when you shift into that reality, everything starts to materialize. But if you're focused all over the place, it's not going to show up. Why am I not manifesting? I say affirmations. Come on, really? If it was that easy, we'd all be doing it. It's because you're coming from a place where you really don't believe anything you're saying. Yes, I do. No, you don't. The proof is in what you see in that material world. So, what are you doing? How are you raising your frequency? Are you becoming the person of the new earth? You want to be a part of this new earth. The fourth and fifth dimensions, you want to go there, trust me. It's a world that's amazing. It's a world going into a golden era. It's a world where people care and they're taking charge and they're creating their own realities that are amazing, where no wars, no starvation, no struggle, no anger, that people work through the human experiences, but they handle it completely different. Nobody's a threat anymore. They have compassion. They have respect. They respect the planet. And the planet starts to back off because it no longer has to purge us. No freaking aliens are going to take us out. Trust me. We're doing it already. So I want you to understand that this reality shifts. If you want something to show up, yes, you can manifest it. I've had things show up. You guys have known that. I just had another thing to show up, sitting in the middle of the floor that I've been looking for months. And once again, I did the same thing I did with my pen that appeared suddenly. I stopped worrying about it, where it was. Well, I wasn't really worrying about it. I stopped putting focus on the loss and where it might be. And I just, when I finally said, I just thought about it. Then I didn't really say, where the heck is it? You know, it just came into my mind. And then I found it in the middle of the floor on the floor. What? Really? Really? Is that possible? Yeah, of course it is. Because I shifted into something. Now, not because, I want to focus on it or whatever. So if you put your mind on it and you let it go and you realize it doesn't matter whether you get it or not, then you know it is done and you're okay with the results, because you know the universe is always going to give you what is best for you because you're asking for that. Not because it's making independent decisions. You're actually saying, okay, I'm cool with losing the ceiling fan. I desire the ceiling fan. It'd be cool if it showed up, but I want what's best, because if you shifted into something to get the ceiling fan that changed other things that wasn't good, you don't want that. So make the decision that whatever's best. If I have to go buy another ceiling fan or whatever it was, that component to it, go do it. Go do it. But like for me, it was the pen. I was like, I wonder whatever happened to that pen. Before, I was ripping the place apart. For months, it was my favorite pen. It was a very expensive pen. I never take it out of the house, so I knew it was in the house. I don't ever put it on my purse. It was not lost on my desk because I tear the desk apart 101 times. Within a couple hour or two, I came back, the pen was sitting on my desk. It didn't roll out anywhere. It was sitting lined up. All right, I'm a little anal about this stuff. I have two computers and I line the pens up like this. I have different colors. I use different colors for different things. I'm probably telling you too much. And then that pen, that's my favorite pen. I have a new favorite pen now. And so I sit them there. There's no way it fell out from somewhere and got lined up with the other pens. That was one of the ones that blew me away, because it was so blatantly not a thing that appeared that could be explained. Like, oh, it rolled out from someplace. I'd let it go. And this is where letting go is like, no, it is done. I know the pen will show up. It showed up. I stopped looking for it. There's a movie called Under the Tuscan Sun. And this actress, this very, over-the-top, loving life, full of life actress living in Italy tells this story to her friend who she's trying to counsel over a bad, situation. And she said that when she was a little girl, she would just try to find ladybugs. And she would just look for hours and hours and hours. She could never find a ladybug. She fell asleep on the lawn. When she woke up, she was covered in ladybugs. That's how it works. She's no longer focused on needing something, is repelling it. You're focused on the not having it. That's manifesting at its best. You're like, whoa, I was thinking about the loss of the pen. When I stopped thinking about the loss of the pen and I actually pictured it, I went, I wonder what happened to that pen. Not, oh, I've lost that pen, or I need that pen, or where am I going to start looking for that? I left it. Same thing with this other container. It was actually a container of makeup. And it was a really good makeup. I had just bought it. And it was like, where did that go? And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then for some reason, same thing with the pen kind of thought. I was like, I guess I'm just going to have to get, I actually both times was thinking, I guess I'm going to have to get another one. So I was thinking of having it. And this thing shows up. So the letting go is releasing it and saying, I'm okay with not having it. And, if I have it, great. If I don't, that's fine too. And that's that message that it's on my mind and it exists somewhere and it is in your material world. You know it's already a material item, but where is it? And you're shifting into the reality where it's sitting on your desk or on the floor. You guys have shared these stories with me. Stuff that you're going, okay, this is not explainable in the typical reality that we think how things work. You're gonna experience more and more of this. So if you want that component, just say, okay, I'm okay if I have it and if I don't. But see, it's tough to fake. You can't fake that, right? The universe knows what you're thinking and feeling because you are the universe. It is actually totally just giving you exactly what you're thinking. So if you let go and it actually is materializing what you're thinking about, and that is abundance, having it. Does this make sense? Have fun with this. I can't wait to hear your stories because I love it when you guys tell me about the reality shifts. It's pretty cool. I lost an hour the other day. I actually was talking to somebody 2 minutes before I left a place that appeared to me that I'm supposed to be at, that just, I knew I was supposed to be there. Everything lined up. And I left there at exactly 11:53, and I arrived here at 11:51. It was my cell phone clock I was looking at. There's the get off. There's my exit again. Do you know how many times I get this? Remember the phone thing? It's coming back. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Namaste.